Hello, and welcome to Damage Control 101. So, I have a message I wanted to share with you all so we can all pretty much be on the same track on and being accomplishing all, let me finish that, and being who we are meant to be. And now that I discovered it, I wanted to share it because that's what's missing. We don't share how to get a breakthrough or how to get to the next. We don't share that enough with one another. And so, what I try to do when I hear from God, I like to automatically go ahead and share with you. So, I figure out what most of our problems are, that in most cases we cause these problems because we always worry about next week, tomorrow, oh, how next year gonna be, oh, what I'm gonna do on this and how I'm gonna take care of that. All this stuff that we think about is future wise, right? So we pretty much causing those days to be those days, if you really think about it. So while I was thinking about that, because a couple of things had crossed my mind of how I was going to handle certain things when these particular dates come up. And something told me to just stop. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? So I discovered two things at that moment. The fact that I need to enjoy this day, enjoy this day, enjoy each one of the moments that I am having on this day, the peace that I am getting out of this day, and how I want this day to be like that all day. So that was my moment at that time. So once I discovered today and how I want the next day, and even those dates that I'm having those concerns, those dates to come that I got concerns for, why not take my piece of today and recreate that moment? Meaning, when I get to that day, I want to have the same type of peace that I have this day. Why create the worst for that day to come when I can start working right now on creating peace, a breakthrough, freedom, happiness for that particular day if I'm going to actually think ahead? You see what I'm saying? Instead of taking this day that I'm having peace, right? Having enjoying the moments of today. Why clutter my mind thinking about the future and how that's going to interrupt my peace on whatever date that I got the concern for? And I'm hoping that someone hears me on this. Why not take the peace and the joy of this day that I'm don't really have to think about next week concern, right? Why not take the peace of this day and recreate that day to come? I pray this message get through to you because I need you to understand that you're empowered You're empowered to be fruitful. And the sense of fruitfulness is idea, thought. That's a fruit because a seed is planted and now the fruit is bearing, meaning that you have that thought. And you can take that thing, that thought, and multiply it. So I went to a service yesterday that was about that. And the pastor, the bishop, told us to say that to ourselves. So the honest truth, a couple of times, even during the service, I was saying it, but not getting the complete understanding and understanding each word individually of what they mean. Then also, during the service, he did a breakdown. But I'm not sure how you all are, but I like to process things. So the information that he shared about each thing in that sentence was helpful when it came down to me processing what it means by I'm empowered to be fruitful and multiply. Yeah, I'm having a moment, but it's okay. My page is built for you all to just listen, to hear what can benefit you. And that's the mindsets that I try to connect with individuals that really take the time to think and process, to get an understanding of things. So that's the type of person that I am. And I know that we all have people that are similar to each one of us. So my page is for me to share that with individuals that are like me, that takes the time to process information for a complete understanding. But I wanted to just share that with you all, that enjoy the peace of this day, whatever that is. Expand on it. Then whatever you're thinking about that may be troubling you, add peace to it and watch how everything changes. This is Damage Control 101.